What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys, on the channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played Everton at home, guys, at Old Trafford. And yes, guys, let's get into today's video, guys. No messing about. Anyway, we made one change from the last game against Chelsea. Talk about the starting 11. So we started with De Gea, Young, Smalling, Lindelof, Shaw, Fred, Matic, Pogba, Mata, Rashford, Martial. So the one change that we made was obviously Lukaku being dropped. Was that a difference in the game? I think it was a difference in the game. I think that's everyone's going to be asking. It was a difference in the game because it shows that the Matas, the Rashfords and Marshalls turned up in that game. They still had width, they still had pace in the team. So we knew that we were going to be a threat on the counter-attack. That's what we were good at in that first half. I think it was a massive difference with Lukaku being dropped and to the bench. But he does need a bit of a rest. And it just goes to show that he can score goals for Belgium, just can't score for United. So it just goes to show that he needs a rest after the World Cup. Overall reaction, I want to say it was a professional performance from the boys. Like I was just saying there, it went from the Matas, the Rashfords and the Marshalls. They all turned up. We knew that we were playing with pace and we're playing with width. We have the potential now and the ability on a winning streak now. Does that mean that Manchester United can go on now of creating a run now and going forwards as a team? Yes, we can. We can do that now. We've got that winning mentality. We've got that winning momentum in the team now. I think due to the result of that Everton game, we knew that Everton were going to be a very good team. Everton have been getting results that they've been wanting. Everton have been obviously on top of it. So we were playing a very good Everton side. They had Richarlison, Toussaint, Walcott, Bernard, Digne, very good players in their team. And Marco Silva's players did not turn up for him. So I think this game was all about the players turning up. And I think it was also a game, again, like the Chelsea game, it was all down to decision making. And I think it was a game that was also that who made less mistake in the game as well. It goes to show of what the result was. Manchester United won the game 2-1. So I hope now that Manchester United going forwards as a team now, we can get that winning momentum going, get that winning mentality back on for Manchester United. People have been talking about Jose Mourinho. If he would have lost this game, he could have been sacked. I don't give a toss about that. People have got to start talking positive now. We've got to start talking positive now as a Manchester United background now. We can't be just always turning to the manager and saying, right, if Mourinho in this game did not get his tactics right, then he was going to be sacked. Never mind any of that. We have to start now backing the manager. This game showed that Jose Mourinho's game plan and his tactics played off. Like I was just saying, this was a game that was all down to decision making and that was down to less mistakes in the game. And that paid off for Manchester United. And that's what we showed, because we showed that we had the ability as a team and we had the potential as a team that we could be a threat on the counter-attack, take our chances, scoring our chances, be clinical in front of goal, and that's what we did with our first proper goal in the second half, really, by Martial. So we showed that in the team, and we showed that we play with dynamic football. There was quality in the side, there was desire in the team. Now going forwards as a team, we've got that winning momentum now. We can create a run now and start putting teams to bed now. So never mind all this manager stuff now about Jose Mourinho being sacked. If he didn't win this game, he would be sacked. Never mind all that now. Put that behind you, and we've got to go now as a team to start getting a run going. So never mind that Jose Mourinho stuff. We've got to now go on a run. Never mind all that manager stuff now. And yes, he could have lost his job against Newcastle. That ship has sailed now. We can go on now of creating, now can go on and start creating a run. Start putting teams to bed. So if we can do that, we have the ability to do that now. And this is a jump start for us now. And that's what we needed in this game, because Everton were a very good side that we came up against. Marco Silva's players didn't turn up. That's what we just needed. Anyway, I missed the first 11 minutes of the game, so I couldn't really tell you what had happened, if United came out with a good start or not. So I'm going to have to go from where I started watching the game. Once I switched on the game, United were a little bit slow in the game. I wouldn't say we were overall slow, because once I switched on the game, as United progressed, we picked up the tempo. We were playing with a high intensity. We were playing with pace and width. We knew that we had the players. We knew that we had that ability, that we had width and still pace in that team without Lukaku being there. Like I was just saying, this is a game about decision making. If we made that right pass, that right move, I think this is a game that paid off for Manchester United. In the last couple of games, we've been struggling to find the end product. Our last pass, everything paid off. So it shows that we did our research coming in against Everton, and we knew that what needed to be done in training. So we came in this game full of confidence. We knew what needed to be done. Now that we're out of that cup now, I'm happy about that, because the reason I'm happy about that we're out of that cup is that we can now go as a team. They have a day off today, which is Monday, and now they can go on into training now in the next few days, work on the things that they lacked on in that game against Everton, and what they need to do now going up against Bournemouth. Never mind that EFL stuff, let the other teams deal with that. They'll be knackered over on the weekend. I'm happy that we're out now, because we can concentrate now on the Champions League and we can concentrate on the Premier League. So if we concentrate now on this Premier League, start creating a run, get the winning mentality back and get that winning momentum going, we can show that the real Manchester United is coming back, and then we are progressing up the table, and let's start getting in the mix now of all the other teams. Yeah, we just need to show it. We just need to show it, really. We knew that Everton were very good on the counter-attack. Everton have got pace in their team, like I was just saying. They've got the likes of Richarlison, Theo Walcott, Bernard. They had some very good players in there, Digne. They've got Zuma in there. They've got Pickford, who went to the World Cup. So they still had a very good team in there. They just couldn't convert their chances, Everton. That's what let them down in that first half. They didn't create much in the first half. United's defence needed to be physically and mentally prepared. We knew what was going on around us. I think physically and mentally, the whole team was prepared for this game, and we knew what was coming our way. Everton had created chances at goal, but Everton just can't put their opportunities away. Like I was just saying, they couldn't convert their chances. Everton have tested the goalkeeper, but Everton are not clinical in front of goal. What I mean by that, they were not clinical in front of goal. They were just doing simple things, really, Everton. They weren't looking for the corner of the goal to beat David De Gea. Even though I'm not even an Everton supporter, all I'm going to say is that Evertonians, they need to admit that everything was just going straight to David De Gea. They weren't going for the corners, and that's the main thing. You have to go for a corner, and if you don't pick out a corner, it's just going to go straight to the goalkeeper. So I think that's what they didn't do, really. United have made very good runs on the counter-attack. One came up, was it a penalty? People are going to be coming out saying, he dived, he's a diving, he's this, that and the other. None of that crap. At the end of the day, the referee gave it. If the referee gave it, he gave it. Who cares, really? I don't really care if it was a penalty or not. All I care about is that Manchester United walked away with the 3 points. And that's what I'm happy about. Even if it was a penalty or not, I don't really give a because United walked away with the 3 points. We deserved it. So I don't really care if it was a penalty or not. All the Evertonians can have a good old rant if that was a penalty or not, but I don't really give a First goal, Pogba steps up, Pickford saves it, and Pogba puts it in the back of the net for 1-0, and he obviously scored on the rebound. I have to really have a go at Pogba's run-up. It's shocking. That run-up is shocking because the last few times now he's got lucky enough to score on a penalty. The last penalty that he had was against Young Boys, and he was lucky enough he could convert that away. The keeper got a hand to it. He was lucky enough that went in the back of the net. This one, clearly, again, he needs to change that run-up because the run-up isn't doing him any good. It's not giving him any justice. So he needs to change that run-up. It's not good enough. The run-up is shocking. He needs to change it because all you have to do is a player like Pogba, all you have to do is think about where you want to go and put it in. Don't be doing some stupid run-up and thinking about where I'm going to go in the process of that run-up. Don't be doing that because it ain't good enough. Get rid of that run-up, Pogba. It is useless. Get rid of it. It's shocking. It's appalling to see. Change it, Pogba. We don't want to see it. Everton again just can't put their opportunities away. De Gea just had some simple saves to do, really. Movement is good, the passing is good, the pace is good. The distributions are good. United made a few errors by giving away possession. That's where Everton were allowed to go on the counter-attack and to create chances, but they weren't good enough on the break anyway. Overall, it was a good start for Manchester United. Second half, we just needed to carry on the way how we played in the first half. We just needed to be more aggressive, keep playing with a high intensity, a high tempo, create chances and put our chances away, be clinical in front of goal, cause Everton problems. The next thing you know, it's second goal. Young crossed it in, Zuma gave it to Pogba. Pogba passed it to Martial, and Martial finished it off for 2-0. Buzzing once we got that second goal. All we just needed to see was another goal, and just to kill the game off. Martial had a great chance, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, fluffed it, waited for Pickford to make his final move, but he should have just shot when he needed to shoot really, and he didn't do that. United were still creating chances, United were causing Everton problems. The link-up play was very good, I must admit. I think it was Pogba's distributions again, very good again. Luke Shaw's playing well once again. Martial still playing well, playing better than Lukaku at the minute. Rashford, he did okay. I think Lindelof had a very good game in this game as well. I think we've been seeing the real Lindelof in the last few games, I must admit. A few individual players have been playing very good, and that's what Mourinho can go and do now. He can go over to them and say, you fucking played well, let's keep it up. United had Everton on the back foot. Everton is still finding a way through United's defence. Mourinho reacted and did a substitution. Rashford went off for Lukaku. Talk about Rashford's performance. Hardly an improvement on the drops. Romelu Lukaku ran out blind alleys and did not convert a one-on-one with Jordan Pickford. I think Rashford played well. I think he could have done better. I think if we would have saw the same Marcus Rashford against Chelsea, I think I got probably more out of Rashford. That would have been great. I think he still played well. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We still got the best out of Rashford. I think he still played well. What I was also happy about is we got a few players back from injury. It's good to see that there was players still available for this game to play, so it's very good that we got some injuries back. It's good to see Lingard back on the pitch now as well. Well, he had his injuries since the World Cup, so yeah, good to see him back on the pitch now. United then needed something out of Lukaku coming off the bench, really. We just needed something out of Lukaku from coming off the bench. I think he showed again what he was capable of doing against Chelsea, where he could hold off the defenders. Nothing's clicking for Romelu Lukaku at the minute. Everton were slow. Everton were slowly but surely coming back into the game. Pogba lost possession. Everton were on the counter-attack. Smalling had to do something and Everton got given a penalty. Everton score. Whose fault would I blame that on? I think both Pogba and Smalling. Pogba was trying to do some fancy stuff again. He's trying to prove to the fans in the stadium what he can do. But again, trying to do some fancy chip again over some players. It's not going to pay off. He tried doing it. He lost possession. He deserves to do a mistake like that for pissing about. So if Mourinho approaches Pogba and says, considering that you still put your penalty away and you fucked up in that process and then you gave Everton a goal, we would have come away in that game with a clean sheet if you didn't have to do that fancy stuff really. But I would still also blame Smalling because he also tackled Richarlison, and I don't even think that was necessary as well, because to be fair, I would have let that down to De Gea, and I don't even think he would have scored anyway, because Richarlison wasn't even on his A game anyway at the end of the day. Everton brought on reinforcements for the last 12 minutes of the game. Everton just didn't convert any chances away. United still had the potential to get on the counter-attack. United was still troubling Everton. Everton were doing a few mistakes now and there. Mata went off for Herrera. Talk about Mata's performance. His lack of speed compromised United's fluidity at times and should have scored from a free header at 0-0. Improved in second half. He should have scored on that header, but again just went too central of the keeper to do. United were in control of the game. United were dominant. United should have killed the game off with Martial one-on-one with Pickford, devastating that. United made last and final change. Fred went off for Lingard. Talk about Fred's performance. A positive return in what was his first start over a month. Tried to get on the front foot to make things happen. I think Fred also played well in this game as well. I must admit, because we needed someone like Fred to help us out, and it's good that he's got that opportunity to play as well, because he now can prove to the manager, he can say to him now, like, you played me for about 94 minutes of that game, and if I get another chance to play against Bournemouth, I'll be over the moon with that. United just wanted to hear the final whistle, and that was it. Manchester United 2, Everton 1. Get in. Are Man United back on track? I hope we are now back on track, because that gets things going. That gives us a boost. That gives us a good old run now to go on. So I'm happy that we got this win. It can show that we can get winning momentum back as well, our winning mentality back. So I think that's what we needed to give us a good boost, to play a very good Everton side, and we did that. So I'm very happy that we've come away with 3 points, a win and a victory. Next up, it's Bournemouth. Bournemouth have been playing very well recently. They have had a few losses. We've had controversial losses. I think the one against Bournemouth will be up for it. They'll be up for a good test against Manchester United. Last time we went to the Vitality Stadium, we won. I think it was about 2-0. It was good to get the win there, but you know, this one will be different because Eddie Howe's system has been working under the players. The players have been showing the heart as well into it. So Eddie Howe's system's been working under the players. I think the players are happy where they are at the minute with a win against Fulham. So that will give them confidence going up against Manchester United. So I think we're going to be expecting a very good Bournemouth side. Obviously they've got the likes of Josh King, Dave Foe in there. So you know, they've still got very good players in there, and we can't just sit back. We've got to play how we play against Everton. Show what we've got in us. Go for it, you know. We can't be just going defensive football. We need to show what Manchester United are capable of and what we're good at. So I think that Everton game gave us a good old boost, and that just shows that we can go on a run now. Keep that winning momentum going, that winning mentality now, and I'm happy that we're out of that cup now. We can focus on the Premier League now, get ourselves back up the table where we belong, and let's put all the good teams to bed now that have been playing well at the minute. The way how we played against Everton was overall very good. Very happy with the boys that we've got the 3 points. Next up, it's Bournemouth. I think we got to show the exact same. We just got to play how we played against Everton, play the same starting 11, and I think we can beat Bournemouth over on the weekend. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the video the next couple of days, and peace.